So as you guys may have heard, Kanye West is in complete crash out mode. It is just so sad to see where Kanye West is at, right? You know, typically when Kanye West has one of these attention seeking moments, he always redeems us like with good music or, you know, good clothing, whatever. But this is just crash out for no reason. And I think that's why people are done with Kanye, especially after the stuff with the Grammys. I heard a theory that Kanye West is using his wife as how slave owners used to use black people. And, you know, that would make a little bit of sense if it like wasn't his wife, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the only reason I'm really covering this is because Kanye West proclaimed to be a Christian and made a Christian album and just had this Christian era, but unfortunately, y'all, it seems like we were all fooled, and it's just really hard to see right now. Now, I don't know if you guys are anything like me, but in recent years, I've really enjoyed certain takes from Charlamagne. You know, like the things that happened recently that are just like completely foolish. Like, I feel like he gives a very wise perspective. And again, I'm talking about new Charlamagne, you know, because we know how wild Charlamagne was in the past. But a lot of the takes that Charlamagne gives in current culture, I really agree with a lot of them. And I want you guys to check out what he had to say about Kanye.
We do realize Kanye has been acting out all week because he's envious of Kendrick's moment, right?
No, I mean, and then didn't some just come out, him and his wife autistic, right?
Not both of them.
Both of them
The wife made him go get checked out.
Autistic, right?
No, just him.
That's just attention seeking. He's doing that because he's envious of Kendrick's moment. He wishes this was him because Kendrick is having a moment for being a prolific artist who took out his #1 op, Drake. Right? That's what Kanye wishes that was him in this moment. So he's been doing all these antics for attention all week because he's trying to get people to do exactly what they are doing now, and that's talking about him. But Kanye, that is a sideshow compared to what Kendrick did on Sunday at the Grammys and what Kendrick is going to do this Sunday at the Super Bowl. You know, all these antics are cheap. Meanwhile, you got people on that stage being rewarded for their art the way that you used to, Kanye.
Right. And
Kendrick Lamar got rewarded 5 times for a diss record to your #1 op. You wish that was you.
4, 5 plus 5, 8.
But you know the crazy thing about all that? You just said everything that he said. We just talked about Kanye for about 2-3 minutes, and nobody ever said that he released a record last night.
That's what I'm saying.
He did.
Crazy.
Bully. I didn't even.
He released a record last night.
Too much to get through.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank you, DJ.
Kendrick is getting rewarded and praised all week for being a prolific artist.
Yeah.
Who took out Kanye's #1
Right.
op. Kanye wishes that was him. All these antics are cheap to try to get attention, to try to step on Kendrick's moment for the week. We don't care, Kanye.
Yeah.
We don't care.
And it just don't make no sense. He tweeted he turned down 3 photos this week with a Make-A-Wish kid in a wheelchair. Like, what does that have to do with anything? And then he said he got in the shower, thought him worth. I don't understand.
The fact that a kid would make a wish that means the kid is gonna die soon, and his wish was to take a picture with Ye, and you turned it down, and you proud of that?
Shoot.
Yeah, well.
What else we got going on, yo?
Now, let me know, do you guys agree with that Kanye is just so envious of Kendrick Lamar that he just wants to take this moment away from him? I mean, even in Kanye's recent interview, he was talking about even Kendrick can get it. You know, it's so weird to me. It's like, why are you crashing out this bad? For me personally, like, this is not a case where you can just say, oh, I'm autistic, or, oh, this is, you know, a bipolar crash out moment, or, you know, like these are things that you can't really pinpoint. And, you know, I even remember what Cat Williams said. It's like, yo, he told you that he has an issue. Why are we giving him this much attention? But I think the reason that I feel led to make content about this right now is because I just want to encourage the believer. One, you cannot put all of your hope, faith, and trust in celebrities because they'll let you down. And I'm speaking from experience as a Kanye fan who's inspired by his music, who's inspired by his production, his work ethic. Like, I am completely let down. And as I get back to talking about blaming mental health, I want you guys to check out this video from Curtis King. I think what he said about blaming mental illness is so spot on. Check this out.
Kanye West, and I'm not here for any excuses today about mental health, about bipolarism, about even his latest thing, which I just feel like it's just, it bothers me as a parent of a son that is on the spectrum to hear him be able to self-diagnose and throw these terms like autism into the mix for an excuse for this dumb behavior, an excuse for, and I'm pissed off too because it's like I've grown up being a fan of this gentleman. He inspired me as an artist and producer. But damn it, bro, I'm telling you, between the last year, the OGs have been pissing us off like me. and maybe it's partly our fault for holding him up in such a high light.
And as we continue to watch the internet react to this, I want you guys to check out Christian clean comedian KevOnStage, just what his take is about it and how we can treat Kanye West moving forward.
I think the saddest thing about Kanye today is that he's just reached gone head, bruh, energy. Like, his antics don't be even anticing no more. It don't get the rise. Just be like, all right, bro, go ahead, bro. Like, we don't care. Just go ahead, sell your little shirts or your album, whatever's coming later to be sold. Go ahead, bro. You don't want to be in gone head, bro, where people you're just paying. It's not even hate or love. It's just apathy. Just, all right, bro, go ahead, man. Just go ahead.
I think that's 100% fair. Treat him like the local crackhead, whatever. I think that's absolutely fair, because like a lot of the stuff that he's saying is just so outrageous. It's so crazy. It's like we should be paying this no attention. And even though Kanye's music has carried a lot of weight in the culture, I think we know by now that a lot of his words don't. We were very moved by George Bush doesn't care about black people. We were even moved about the Taylor Swift thing. Beyonce has one of the greatest. That was him standing up for the culture. That, of course, Beyonce's video wasn't all that. Most of y'all don't even remember how that video looked. And I can guarantee you that at that time, like, that was not the greatest video of all time. We got Michael Jackson. Anyway. The point is, a lot of those antics pointed to something bigger, and it was bigger than himself. But what's really difficult about this is the past 10 to 15 years, a lot of Kanye's antics have just been about Kanye. Even at the detriment of his own people. That's what makes this so crazy. You got split perspectives on, slavery was a choice and all of that stuff, but that's hurtful to a lot of people. Like, whether it's true or not. And if you ask me, history speaks for itself. People who had that mindset, were able to do some incredible things for a moment, but after that, they got lynched, and there was a complete halt to it. So slavery, literally, by historic definition, was not a choice. People tried to make the decision of not being slaves. Look, anyway, all right, look, I'm going on a tangent. I remember even last year when SchoolBoy Q in his song Blue Sides, where he says, if y'all seen what I seen, y'all probably cancel Ye. And that was the leaked version. In the official release, he actually blurred Kanye West's name out. But, a lot of people have been hurt by Kanye, and it's just really sad to see, especially when somebody's your hero like that. So I'll say two things. One thing, from a worldly perspective, as a Kanye fan, I'm a shambles. That's just a fact. I'm a shambles. But I say from a spiritual sense, man, we just got to keep praying for this guy. Kanye's long gone mentally. It just reminds me of the verse that says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. I've been around people who've had like dementia and all that stuff where their mind is completely gone, but they move godly. They quote scripture because it's been in their hearts. It's just really sad to see what Kanye West has had in his heart, what's coming out to light as his mind is drifting away. It's really hard to see. I think what we can take away from this is this quote that I put on Threads. I'm not putting it on Twitter because Kanye is going back and forth with everybody, and I'm not trying to go in the back and forth with Kanye because he's going at people with even little followers. I'm not doing it, but I put out this post right here, and I said, Ye is a prime example of somebody who's very intelligent, but very unwise. And that's why, y'all, we have to pray for wisdom. God says that if you ask for wisdom, he'll give it to you. So we gotta utilize that, because God said that's something that he'll give to us. And this is why for years I've urged people, pray for celebrities, y'all, because they have impact, man. I honestly believe that in that Jesus is King era that Kanye West had, that a lot of people met Jesus Christ through that. So we just gotta keep praying for these guys.